Hello. Sorry about the wait. Is everybody here? Is everybody just, chilling out waiting? I hope that you guys are all good today. I think I totally forgot to. Oh, okay, no, I didn't go live on the vertical one yet. We're good. We're good. We're good. But hello, everybody. My name is David. You can call me Zen. Excuse me. Welcome to the streamer. It's playing some. I forgot what it was called. I forgot what this game's called. For some reason, my brain was convinced to call this Animal Crossing for some reason, and I was like, oh god, not Animal Crossing. This is Ace Attorney. This is what happens when you have too many games with too many A's. But once we go live over here, we should be good to go. But I do hope that everybody's day has been going well so far. I'm also crossing my fingers that my retro tank is not dying, or that my capture card isn't dying, because I thought I checked for sound, but I didn't. I'll keep it real. I didn't. So I'm just kind of okay. I hear it. We're okay. But sometimes you don't end up looking for sound, and I didn't want to pay for that later than sooner. But the good news is that I did charge my controller this time, so we won't be seeing any of that. Oh, your controller's about to crash madness, because I know how much y'all probably love that. So we are rocking, we are vibing. Also, I do want to apologize, by the way, if you were amongst the audience yesterday who I didn't see the chat for. I was kind of surprised that I didn't show me either YouTube chat on my stream chat thing that I normally use for these. And normally I'm pretty good at seeing like everything, but sometimes technology doesn't even want to cooperate, and we just gotta live with the punches. All right, so we got everything more or less set up now. Gonna minimize that. We have all of our chat windows. Mostly. Okay, there we go. I don't know which chat goes to which, but that's honestly okay. But we should be good to go from here now, guys. So I hope everybody's excited to see what the rest of this game has to offer. Last time we started, we basically finished the base game. We beat episode 4, which is where the game had traditionally ended. But in the DS version of this game, it revealed that they added in a 5th episode featuring some newer characters, and so we're gonna kind of see where things kind of go from here. Right now, I believe we're basically investigating the scene of the crime. What's this? A wallet? Excuse me, officer. But wait, what are you doing, Mr. Wright? What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police. I don't believe it. This is real basic. Anything at the crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about this, please. Just put in your pocket. How's that scientific? All right, I'm called to duty already, and at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay? By the way, her eyes are sparkling. I can tell she's been waiting for this. Okay, now look at the court record. A new mechanic? You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. Now let's start examining from every angle. Oh, that's cool. They made it 3D. Okay, so you can kind of see inside of it. Oh, look. I think there might be a clue here. Hey, hello, by the way, Blooper Rat and Mike. So, I hope you guys are doing okay. All right. But I mean, you know, I'll say I hope you guys are doing well. You should check it out with the press of the A button. All right, let's see. This is an ID card. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID number 5842189. See, well, isn't scientific investigation useful? I guess, though I don't see what science has to do with it. Goodman's ID's been added. Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find. Cause gotta be on my toes from now on. Okay, so let's see. Oh, there's a ladder here. Aha, a ladder. That's a step ladder. What's the difference? In scientific terms, please. Scientific, huh? Look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Wright. There have been a lot of ladders, and I know that if I was playing on the PC version of this game, that, the ladder thing, there's like a whole separate achievement for it. Okay, give me like 2 seconds. It said my CPU was chugging, and I'm guessing it's because I had so many things open. Okay, so hopefully that makes life slightly easier. Okay. Here, a phone. Let's see if it works. Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching. Huh, I can't hear anything. My ears. No, my ears. Maybe it's due to the barometric pressure. But what is she blabbing about? Hey, what did you just say? See, you could hear just fine. The phone's broken. Look, a door. This must mean something. I'm not sure that doors mean anything. No, it won't open. Mysterious lock. I fail to see what's mysterious about it. Mr. Wright, you need to enjoy life a little more. Let's finish our investigation first, shall we? This is where cars leave the lot. The arrow on the ground makes it look more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit. Well, maybe it's both. Kind of a dual purpose. Aha! The theory of relativity. What? I've got to write this down. Ah, hey, Mr. Wright. Maybe you know, was Mr. Relativity German? Or was he British? Mr. Relativity, are you sure that was his name? Okay, I think, oh no, there's one more thing I can examine. Look, a stylish glass-walled room. Very nice. You can see the whole parking lot from in there. It says security. Perhaps it's a cafe? Huh? Cafe security. Yeah, that must be it. Let's check it out later. I hate to break it to you, but I think that's probably just a security guard office. You know, I scored a 97 on my science test the other day. Too bad they don't have a test. That's disrespectful, but likely true. Test for common sense. Poor girl. I think that's almost everything. It looks like we have 2 more things left. This wall's in our way. It's got a faucet for water. Wait, I know. This wall's merely a facade, hiding the truth. This is no wall, but a water tank. Yeah, oh, an oil drum. Looks like it's filled with water. Okay, Emma, that's her name. I couldn't remember to like save my life. But yeah, she's on one. It's heavy. I can't even budge it. The drum over here is on its side. Wait, I know. I'll hide in here and do a stakeout. I think you'll probably just get arrested. All right. What? I'm not suspicious. Oh, we can slide. Oh, okay. You know, maybe I should have looked into that first. Well, no time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. I wonder what this is. Well, partner, looks like you got no intention of going home quietly. The sheriff. Like I said before, this here's our claim. You best be moseying along, unless you're fixing to bite the bullet. Gah, scary. Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car? Well, little Philly's got a good nose on her. You wanna know who rides that red Mustang with the body in her saddle, eh? Please. No problem, partner. About time for vittles anyway. Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prospector's office. Might just find you a cerveza you like. Prospector's office? What? Where does this guy think he is? And when, for that matter? Note to self. Look up Vittles, Saloon, Cerveza. Or Cerveza. Never actually heard that word before, so I might be mispronouncing a little bit. In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like, just keep your paws off our claim. Great! Maybe there are some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out. Excuse me, were you two all set? Us? Oh, hello, madam. What's this? She couldn't be. You're selling lunches? Here? This is a crime scene. Hello, half and half, was it? Oh, thanks. And you, sir? Yes? Hey, Magic, what's up? Some crunchy goodness coming at you. Thanks. This area is off limits to anyone without clearance, especially passersby. Or are you officers? No, but you don't exactly look like the type to have clearance. Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone. Even if my days as the cough up queen are over. Cough up, huh? You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch. I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are burned in my eyes, you might say. Yeah, all the sordid secrets. Secrets? Dear me, you are a slow one, aren't you? I really need to turn off my notifications. I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of that detective. What? A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about? Please, Cough Up Queen, tell us what happened. The name is Angel Star. Don't you go forgetting it. Or, before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels. Yes, man. I know I said yes, man. I meant yes, ma'am. But sometimes pronunciations are hard, you know. Sometimes I'm a little slow with it. Okay, I turned on my ceiling fan because I had a little bit of a tendency for things to get pretty warm. But now I'm just kind of sitting here like, it's cold now. So I'm gonna turn off my ceiling fan real quick before we talk with Angel further. All right, let's ask her about the case. Somehow, I knew. Yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week is salmon. Destiny? Was yesterday special for some reason? You're a defense attorney, right? You should know then. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of iniquity. Evil ones? Prosecutors. They have no qualms at all about blackening the name of the innocents. And yesterday they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce. So she's saying there was some sort of prosecutors convention yesterday. I was almost convinced they laced their lunches with something foul. Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this evil? Young miss, mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the Cough-Up Queen. Ew. The most heinous of all the evil ones, the one they awarded yesterday. It was in his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all. Really? Really what? I'm totally confused. One thing's clear, this lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. Alright, before we read the next one, give me 1 second. Need a little sippy sip of my bubbly. Not alcohol, like the actual bubbly, like, burst. My mom bought like a handful of them, and I'm trying out the peach and mango. It's not bad. Well, I say it's not bad, but it's like, it's okay. Okay, let us continue. I don't know if I'm a big fan of flavored sparkling water. I don't know about you guys. But it's all right. So, what exactly was it you witnessed, Miss Star? It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. To see Lana Skye wield that knife so... Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears. And the rhythmic beat of Lana Skye's knife. Wait a second, you know Lana Skye? Huh, of course, it's quite a feat, becoming chief prosecutor. How many lunchboxes of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder? She always travels light. Now, why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? Could we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Star? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and the best from the Far East. For some reason, the boss lunches are hit here. Why not make the lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something? No. Only true connoisseurs can understand. The kind you can only tell someone who has... Goodness, I read it in my head, and it just came out weird. The kind you can only tell someone who has tried General Tso's Trilobite lunch set. Ah, never mind. You win. Don't even want to appreciate a part of that Trilobite's flavor. Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? See the security room over there? The glass-walled booth? I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see him. I guess selling lunches is more potent than romance. So, to scientifically analyze all the data so far, you, Miss Star, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here. I don't like her. Did you have a bad experience with a prosecutor, Miss Star? I sense some hostility. Hostility? Ha! Perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Kind of like 10-day-old clams in the chowder. That'd be a sure cause of food poisoning, scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking, cough-up queen. I'm skeptic of her is probably a much more accurate way to explain things. I don't know, she's giving like secretly crazy if you like break her facade a little bit. Alright, I think it might be for the best to go to the High Prosecutor's office. Wait, is this Edgeworth's room? That looks like its shirt. This is the kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really. Thanks. Look. There's a trophy or something here. A trophy? With what? That shield? It takes real nerve to defend the blah 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 blah. It takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whosever office this is, they must be a real stuck-up jerk. Phoenix Wright. You never tire of prying into other people's businesses, do you? That voice. Long time no see, Edgeworth. Huh? Ah! Mr. Edgeworth? Huh? You know him from somewhere? Of course, I'm his biggest fan. My sister introduced us once and... Right, her sister's chief prosecutor after all. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. No, did I? No. It was just Mr. Wright here, Hey, don't blame me. We're just here to investigate a murder case. Murder? Her body was found in this nasty bright sports car in the parking lot. That would be my car. What of it? Wait, what was that face sprite? What was that face sprite? He had that little smug face. The entire time we've seen him up to this point, he has not been like that kind of smug. I swear. What? Your car? I'll say one thing, she certainly can scream, and I don't have the vocal cords to be screaming right now. So, the body was found in your car. Go ahead, say it right. You think I did it, don't you? After you went through all the trouble to help me last year, no less. No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Wait, no, she didn't do that. Wait. So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister then? Yes, sir. Emma Sky. It's nice to meet you again. Now that didn't sound forced at all. Now I remember. You've really grown. I'll admit, it was a surprise for me too. To think that my own car would be the scene of the murder. More surprising still, I'm being forced to prove my superior's guilt. I can understand. But wait, what did you say? Lana Sky is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. You, Mr. Edgeworth. To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you? Miles Edgeworth. It's hard to remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy. Forging evidence, arranging false testimonies, illegal searches, you name it. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident. What? That's crazy. Huh. Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life, impossible to stop. But some of them even go as far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny. Toys, that bronze shield, there's gotta be a story behind that one. Chief Prosecutor Sky? Yes. We first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right, I remember. 2 years ago, I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Since then, I always felt she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken. Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then, why? Why she stabbed someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife. What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon? To be specific, it's the knife I keep in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. Edgeworth, what is it? Are you sure you didn't do it? Come on, can't he take a joke? You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. Alright, let's take a look around his room. Oh, look, there's a steel samurai from that case, and then there's the shield. I've been wondering, what the heck is this? It has a big K on it. Of prosecutors. Huh? What's that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. King of Prosecutors? It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. What? So that K, that's... K stands for King. Yeah, got a problem with it? I didn't design the thing. King of Prosecutors? More like Employee of the Month, only better. Wow, this jacket's even fancier, lacier than his usual ones. This must be his lucky trial jacket. Lucky jacket? Right. I've never seen him wear it. I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in a frame. Maybe I'll be naughty and take a picture. My, what an amazing bouquet. Just right for Mr. Edgeworth. No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead. Wendy. Wendy? Oh, is that the... Was Wendy the old lady from the Steel Samurai trial? That sounds right. And beside it, a giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one. Huh? There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place. Wendy. Wendy, is she Mr. Edgeworth's fiance? I don't think so. Alright, what a pretty tea set. I go more for the instant tea bags myself. Amazing, the drawer below is filled with packets of tea leaves. They're all sorted by the place of origin and flavor. Look at this royal blend, what an exquisitely splendid concoction. I bet we're gonna have some analogy for the checkerboard with something like always ahead or something like that. Hey, a chessboard. I'm not too up on my chess, but it looks like blue's in a bit of a tight spot. The red knights have surrounded the blue pawn, but there's a way for the blue pawn to win. Huh? Those horses are mounted knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. And check out that poor pawn. His head is kind of spiky. Kind of reminds me of you. Mr. Edgeworth must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? I think this is all subtle coding to say that Edgeworth is into Wright, or Phoenix. All right, work desk. A nice desk, easy to use, it's polished, I can see my own reflection. Strange, why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir. Don't, he'll sue you. Whoa, these are all case files? They're stacked up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder. Okay, Magic, listen. You can't tell me that this entire time that those two, there ain't that there's nothing there. With the way that they presented, like ever since the intro of the, oh, I have to tell you something. Like the way that was set it up was just like, that was a romance arc, like layered in the subtext. And then not only that, Edgeworth had daddy issues because of his dad dying in the last trial. So I don't want to hear it. It is all written in the subtext of this game. Odd. I thought Edgeworth wasn't good with heights. He must have someone get them for him. That's fair. The girlies who get it, and the girlies who don't. You know, sometimes I gotta put myself on a bit of a higher pedestal sometimes. You know, I gotta be the main character once in a while. And V, thank you for the sub on Twitch. I really do appreciate it. I hope you've been doing okay today. He must study these case reports so closely. Oh my god, he's so cool. You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on that ladder. Alright, let's see if there's anything else to say to him. Nope, doesn't look like it. Oh yeah, I saw those on your Instagram story. Were they unique flavors? Oh my god. Okay, so for those of you guys who are maybe in the other stream chats, one of my viewers on the Twitch NV, she went to a boba shop where they were doing an Ace Attorney collaboration, and she's just talking about the drinks and that the strawberry one is not recommended, is the way that I will advise. All right, I keep forgetting that I can do this like inspection. All right, name and ID card. What else do they use? Letters. There we have the names in first place. Bruce Goodman. ID YBYBs. Could that be better? Yabba dab. Oh, all right. We love I guess we love a yabba dabba do moment. Oh, that sucks. Say, Edgeworth, I was wondering about this. Mr. Wright, huh? What? Are you sure you should be showing that to Mr. Edgeworth? Oh. I wish I could be on the same side as Mr. Edgeworth, but then my sister would be found guilty. If she sighs any deeper, I'm gonna start being depressed. She's so real. Maybe we can show... What happens if we show her the knife? Could you take a look at this? You? Yes? You said you want some hot tea, right? No, but thanks. You must have to brew the tea a long time to get a rich flavor like this. We pre-infuse the leaves with steam before brewing. I knew it. So that's the secret to their aroma. Exquisite. Oh, I see. That's her I don't have anything to say response. Ooh, that's rough with the strawberry green tea. That's rough. About this card. Lunchland vendors only accept cash, no cards. Especially not a card belonging to someone else. No, this isn't a credit card. It's an ID card. It belongs to a detective. And you're showing this to me, the lunch lady? Why? You know, that Magic, I like your justification. I think Edgeworth actually is primarily obsessed with his work. But I think a lot of people, the reason why there's the more extended friendship is, a part of it is because people can never see two people being close and platonic. And, you know, they'll probably just ship them right off the bat. But what's it called? I think that everybody is super appreciative of their connection and they like looking more into it. It is definitely just a primary platonic thing, but some people's headcanons are like, but like, what if they're together? And some of the nods in some of the dialogue that's used can definitely point in that direction. All right, that's like showing a fine honeyed ham to a detective. All right, so that's, like I said, that's just her default. All right, let's head to the detention center and not talk to Lana. You know, you have quite a valid thing to be complaining about, V. I'll be honest with you. Like, so for the collaboration, for everybody else, something that does matter to me a little bit is consistent sizing of the merchandise, and the stickers are not entirely the same like size, not even like relatively from what I'm seeing, and that's no good. All right. Oh, why did we not re-examine that? So that's the King of Prosecutors shield, huh? Well done, Edgeworth. You must be proud to be the King of Prosecutors. Congratulations, King of Prosecutors. Please stop saying that. Okay, so maybe he can elaborate more? Nope, of course not. So I guess we should use that as an opportunity to maybe inspect all the different murder materials? This must be the victim's blood, right? Either that or Edgeworth cut himself peeling an Now that's diabolical. What's Edgeworth doing with a knife like this anyway? Hey, maybe he spends his weekends roughing it in the wild. Edgeworth? In the wild? I think my fruit peeling theory is more likely. Are you kidding? I always pictured him as an outdoorsman. I don't think there's anything else fun to inspect. Oh wait, there's a thing at the bottom. Oh. Hey, check it out. There's a metal plate here. It looks like the names of all previous recipients are engraved on it. Wow, one guy's listed a bunch of times. It's probably, Von Karma. Yeah, that's probably it. Well, wherever he's from, he must be an amazing prosecutor. I'd like to meet Mr. Von Karma sometime. When she says it, his name does kind of have a ring to it. Honestly, guys, you wanna know what's the worst? The fact that, like, you could be incredibly hot and cold at the same time. I think that's absolutely criminal. Hey, Sleek, how are you doing? I hope you've been doing well these past few days. Whoa, what a view. It must be nice to have an office on the 12th floor. I guess you would feel important. Incidentally, were you to jump out this window, the time until impact with the ground would... That's... Emma's dialogue half the time is just a manifestation of my intrusive thoughts. Got it. Approximately 3.23 seconds. It's literally just a manifestation of my intrusive thoughts. Mr. Edgeworth, that's such a comfy sofa. Sofas like this make me want to curl up and take a nap, which was what I was trying to do before stream, but then unfortunately, dinner had to come first. Sofas like this make me want to curl up and take a nap. I bet he pores over his case files until the wee hours of the morning. Then he takes off his jacket, loads up. Okay, girl, you're getting the fan, like a little bit of a parasocial fan moment right now. And goes to sleep using his arm as a pillow. That's getting a little parasocial. I bet in the morning he has sofa hair and little crevices, little creases in his cheek from the seams. He's so cool. Sofa hair is cool? I wish that there's some dialogue. Okay, this is the part where I'm missing something. All right, so let's figure out David. David, what are you missing? Oh, that's cool. You look at his badge like this. So this is what the back of the badge looks like. I always thought it had a safety pin. Each badge has a number carved into it. That way you can tell which attorney it belongs to. Okay. I was trying to sip my bubbly, and whatever sip I just did, that destroyed my throat for a second. I would say I don't know if you guys ever drink soda that where the carbonation hurts, but that's what this feels like. You mean you couldn't lend your badge to just anyone? No, I'd be found out right away. Well, that's no fun. A defense attorney must be able to fight. How about you? Do you think you can win? How about tackling Lunchland's Pickle Supreme lunchbox? Wow, it's really crunchy. A box of pickles? Kind of a sad lunch if you I don't know. I think he's sleeping on fried pickles. I truly think he's sleeping on fried pickles. I once dreamed of becoming a defense attorney a long time ago. What? You wanted to be a defense attorney, Mr. Edgeworth? Yet, my path is laid out clearly before me. I have no time to reflect on what might have been. I don't know what else to do. You know what? Magic, I'll take your word for it for sure. I don't think I've ever actually had pickled daikon before. Okay. So, I've talked to him about literally all of this. Or did I present his knife to him? Edgeworth is not bad looking, but I don't think the sprites in game do him full justice, if that makes sense. It's against my policy to discuss evidence with the defense, especially with you. He doesn't like you very much, does he, Mr. Wright? Nah, with Edgeworth it's never personal. It's all about winning tomorrow. Oh, you know, I can see that for sure, Magic. It's almost giving the vibe of like maybe like kimchi almost. I love kimchi, for example. Oh wait, no, I've had pickled radish before. Wait, never mind. Here, see this? Ah, I've noticed that the defense attorneys have a tendency to want to show people things. Oh, that's the... I don't have a special response for this. Okay, I feel like I presented everyone everything, and I've also examined everything. So I'm wondering if I just had forgotten to examine something. Yeah. Then let's... just in case? Okay, sweet. Hey, Oliver Lilly, welcome on the YouTube side. Hope you're doing well today. So right now we're currently kind of in episode 5. We are just kind of starting we're starting some of like the initial investigation stuff. And I see I'll say homework is tough out here. Honestly, you're so real for that. Never okay while you're doing homework. You are so real for that. It's probably staring me in the eyes. Oh, I haven't presented him this yet. Mainly because I didn't recognize this sprite. You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, right? I lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Huh? Why's that? I I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield. The police department? Yes. Right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Where Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah. I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. He doesn't seem too concerned about his award, for better or for worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday? There we go. I knew, like, I knew that it was just something silly like that. Thank you, Sleek, for also just being like, this might be a little bit closer to what you're expecting than you think. Also, on the short side, on the vertical streams, and for the people who are there, I am also doing little adjustments here and there, so don't mind that. I'm just oh, do they have a studio mode for this? No, they don't. So y'all are just seeing blindness while I'm trying to match the eyeball and fix it. Yesterday was the annual cleaning day for the prosecutor's office. Cleaning day? Oh god, where's my chat? Working with the police department, we sort and file all the evidence for all solved cases. Hey, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. We call it evidence transferal. Wipe your hands of old cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got the shield? I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12. That's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves on our position, Mr. Wright. No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. This is the parking stub from the underground lot. The murder took place around 5:15. So the murder happened right after you got back. What? Right. I'd appreciate it if you direct that suspicious glare elsewhere. Hi there. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm Edgeworth. What is it? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Hey, Dalton, how are you doing? Report? What? Did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Sky? I don't like the way this conversation's going at all. Sky, sir? No, sir. No name of that kind, sir. Not in this report, sir. Hmm? Oh? Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir, but sir, I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. I wasn't aware of the particulars of your give me your name. Yes, sir. Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins. That name is whack and everybody here should know it. That name is 100% whack. Right. Officer Meekins, take your report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month. Oh, but sir, I didn't know. Poor guy. It looks like he was abused on the day they gave out brains and good luck. Right. Yes, sir? As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective from the same department as the patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You could ask more there. Thanks. Yeah, that was a conversation. Well, let's just go to the police department. All right. Woo! We're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office? Beats me. That took almost 30 minutes by taxi, and the traffic wasn't even that bad. With that in mind, I just realized something. If it takes 30 minutes, and we've just been fast traveling, that means that I definitely have been spending at least like 15 to 30 minutes on average with each fast travel, if you want to think about it realistically. The police department, huh? I've only ever been to the criminal's affairs next door. Hold on, what's that? Disturbing. Why does it undulate like that? Oh wait, I know. This is the Blue Badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot. Wow, Mr. Wright. You sure know a lot about the police. Still, he does seem familiar somehow. Forget the Blue Badger. Who's that next to him? Someone appears to be dancing with the Blue Badger. Uh-oh. He noticed me. He sure is running over here fast. Hey, pal. What are you doing here? That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there? What? Well, hey, I'll have you know, I'm a very busy man, pal. I love Detective Gumshoe. He is such an idiot, and I love him for it. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You'd better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. But why not? Huh? Well, it's just the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned a detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. But what if she's not telling the truth? Yes, well, no. Come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her. But what if the evidence was faked? Hey, pal. Can I speak to you for a second? Huh? Me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Sky's sister. Whoa! The chief's prosecutor's little sister? Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically. Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Huh? It's a sensitive issue with us these days. So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? What do you mean this time? Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. It's true. We've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being led into criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all. None of you? So, anyway, I thought I'd just spend the day getting the Badger dance down pat. Isn't there anything else you could be doing? The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. And Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot. Officer Marshall? A patrolman in charge of a crime scene. It's unheard of, pal. Alright, before I read this dialogue, I need to turn on a quick... I'm in that phase of my life where I'm never a good temperature. And it's driving me crazy as I'm sitting here reading. I'm pretty sure you guys have had those days before where you're always like just too hot or you're always just too cold. It is never you are just right. Some days at least. And today's one of those days for me. Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this? Huh? Hey pal, this is the detective's ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it into the police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time. Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot. Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman. Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. But didn't you work together with them in criminal affairs? Whoa, now I remember. Bruce Goodman. He's the victim. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? Well, wait, I mean, sure, of course someone else really did it. Someone who must have had a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah, you know, Wright has a good point. Poor Mr. Edgeworth, what could have happened? Hey, that's it. That's the King of Prosecutors award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at this reward ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Ah, congratulations. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Okay, so showing him one activates the dialogue for the other. So, this ID card belonged to the victim. He was a detective like myself. Detective Bryce Goodman. Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it? Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transfer for a case he handled 2 years ago. Evidence transferal. Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but... or it is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there, to the parking lot. He's in a tough spot again. Again? Well, it all started with that defense attorney Hammond. But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent. Listen, pal. There have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deal with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting. Okay, so sometimes, like, when I wait for the dialogue to load, sometimes my brain will like space out a little bit, right? For some reason, my brain fully like transitioned like to a weird like boss battle with like you're playing as like Edgeworth as the main person, and then like he's floating around trying to deal damage to this guy on like a floating platform. Where does this idea even come from? What is my brain cooking that I'm just not aware of? But there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strange ties to the department's higher-ups. It's only natural that the people would be suspicious. I had no idea who's under the gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself. Oh, I'm so depressed. Oh, I'm so depressed. I was like looking for my roasted edamame beans and I accidentally knocked the box over. I don't think you guys heard it on the mic, but now there's roasted edamame beans like packaging everywhere. Don't worry, they're all still in the packaging. So I can still have my little snacky snack while we do this. Once again, wholeheartedly recommend roasted edamame beans. They're good. What? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who wants to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. Time to examine. Bum ba dum bum 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 bum. This is such an odd invention. Oh, so I know I don't have my camera on, but yes, I'm trying to imitate like these dance movements, and I think I'm as confused as like it looks while it's doing the movements. Nice work. It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. There is no switch, so it just dances and dances until the battery dies. Poor Blue Badger fades to dance till he drops. Wait, why was that a part of the court record? I guess, yeah, he's not officially on the case, so... Why aren't you handing the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who was what's his name? The guy in the parking lot. That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the chief of police. Officer Marshall, is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer from West LA. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Hey, welcome Jay to the stream. Hope you're doing okay. And I'll say thank you. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe. Alright. Maybe that will give me an opportunity to investigate. Just act like you're supposed to be there and no one will think twice. Detectives look pretty busy. Right now, behind the doors, police dramas in action. You must be a detective. And then I said, hey, you do that, your soup will get cold, buddy. That's hilarious, sir. I laughed so hard I cried. I guess he wasn't saluting, he was just wiping tears from his eyes. They make a good pair. I don't think the rest of this is consequential to the story, but I'm gonna examine everything anyway, everything anyway, because who knows? Alright, enlighten me. Why are they black and white? Oh yeah, for sure. Don't worry about it. I almost choked on my edamame bean. But I'm glad that it popped up on your recommended. We're just chilling, we're vibing. I'm reading most of the time, mainly when I'm not eating edamame beans. Don't worry, I'm fine. I promise. You didn't almost cause a choking incident. But that would have been fantastic content, let me tell you. I'm kidding. Why did you design after a panda? Girl? Man. It was when I was on a school trip. I saw a patrol car that came to me. We just had been to the zoo, see? But you know, I never actually thought about the signs looking like a panda bear. Hey, thank you for the compliment. I do appreciate that. Oh, not the zebras. I was wondering about that. What? A dancing blue badger? It's my masterpiece. Made this? Wait, so why did it let me I don't know why it let me redo that, but you know, it is what it is. You see, as far as like zebras go, there are two zebras that I think about a lot. The zebra from Madagascar, that was voiced by, I think it was Chris Brown. Or, no, not Chris Brown. Was it Chris Brown? I know it was a Chris. And the Pokemon Zebstrika. Those are the only two zebras that I think about. The usual wanted posters are hanging up there on the bulletin board. You know this face? If you do, dial 911. You know, Mr. Wright, I always thought it was kind of funny. I've never seen anyone who looked like the people in these posters. They hardly even look human. He has a point. Alright, excited for a police station, jump to a movie with all the police and criminals. Sure it is. Look at the two officers over there. They're talking about the latest bust. Talk about the weather. Alright, crime fighting campaign. Nice slogan. Wonder if they'll be selling fingerprinting set. Wait, fingerprinting? Emma is a character. She be saying some of the most wild stuff, and we're just kind of like, Phoenix is just eating it up. Emma's definitely interesting. All right, I have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Oh, still here. Ah, hello. Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs too. I'm to the security guard. Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that's lost its herd. Take Marshall. So are they together? Marshall and Ash in the lunch lady. All right, let's go ahead and present him with the letter of introduction. Would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I warn you, fan letters to me go right in the spittoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe. Ah, that old cow dog? He's holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Looks like where it should say introduction, it says invitation. Ah, my favorite little himbo. I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries. This room is from Detective Gumshoe rather than a blood test. Guess I better let you in then. But thank you, Officer Marshall. Alright. Hey, wait a sec. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or a hire? Well, folks, that's all, folks. Loser calling. Welcome to our gold strike. If you like the settler, strike for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny. I'm skipping that little note because that made me cringe a little bit. I'll be real. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? All right. Well, I mean, Gumshoe is a himbo, and I won't accept otherwise. This appears to be where the body was found. Looks like the lock on the trunk was busted. All right, the body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Quite a luxury car. It just screams, I have money to burn. I wish I had more money to burn. Our prosecutors get the big bucks. Dang, for sending people to death. Oh no, I've gotten stuck on certain investigations for very silly reasons, and I've had to save scum quite a bit. All right, we got a note. Look, something's written on it. 67S, December 2nd. All right, there's a name printed above that, Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed. Oh my God, Jay. You poor soul. That's so unfortunate. To be fair, I was stuck, not realizing I had to give, or present the shield to, Edgeworth. How am I supposed to know? For deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright. Toxic. I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. This rope, is it? Yep. They laid it out in the outline of the victim's body. Yep, the King of Prosecutors Award. So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. Honestly, I love to be that delusional. I live for it. A cell phone. Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. Can't think of anyone else it could belong to. What's so scientific about that? All right, we should check it out. All right, let's check it. Oh, we finally get to use the thingy that they introduced and then decided not to use it for a bit. Can we not, unflip the phone? Man, what a boring strap. What's wrong with it? Everyone has different tastes, you know. Here, check out mine. It's a pink princess strap. These are hard to come by, you know. This phone's still on the redial screen. Redial? Oh, no, I understand the pain behind pink. I like teals, I like blacks, I like purples. Pink can look good on me sometimes. It really depends on the shade. Mr. Wright. Most phones keep a record of all the calls you made and received. Just press the blue button and to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it. So are you gonna be carrying this yellow flip phone on yourself, Jay? Is that what I'm hearing? Carrying this yellow flip phone? Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial. Huh? I'm so sorry. It's just you never know with people from your generation. Talks, he's only 24. All right, let's check the phone. Bim bim bim. Bim bim bim. Now see who the owner of this phone called last. Note to self: a defense attorney doesn't think first; he just pushes the button. That's more of a player issue rather than defense attorney issue. So I don't actually have my headphones on, so I just kind of hear the phone off to the side. I dig the theme. You know, you bring up something pretty valid. Their perception of what goes on in 2016 is kind of crazy. Hey, that song, I know that. Hey, what's going on here over there? Oh, sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed the redial on that there phone, didn't you? Well, yeah. Whose phone is this anyway? It's on the ground over there. Whose is it? That belongs to the Chief Prospector Sky. What? It's my sister's. She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a full few seconds according to this. But who did she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those newfangled ringtones. Oh, that? Oh, I'm sorry. That was my phone. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. A wrong number. I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. Uh-oh. I have incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. You know, I didn't have my headphones on, so I haven't been listening to the music up to this point. This stream. This is definitely giving Western. B block through there. That's for Visitors Park. I can see the Lunchland car over here, far in the distance. Oh, cartoon cow munching on a juicy looking steak. Wait, that's like cannibalism. Okay, I'm glad that they brought it to their attention. All right, A block for prosecutors, defense attorneys relegated to B block. All right, B block, buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright. I think we got everything we needed. Oh, but we haven't talked to Marshall yet. Okay, good to know that this case is very long. Officer Marshall, could you tell us a bit more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be a little more specific? Bruce Goodman. Oh, sorry. Gave Emma a little too masculine of a voice there. Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right? Well, aren't you a feisty doggy over there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. The smiling Madonna told me the tale. Alright, Angel Star. One stab to the chest, a fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report. Was my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prospector Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common? They apparently worked together on a case a few years back. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason he didn't do too much work with the chief prospector. Or prosecutor. But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here to this parking lot. So it seemed. Like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective? You call me out? They shoot you for that in Texas. Huh? I was one of them fancy shoe detectives until 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Well, really? But you're a patrolman now. So how can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, Bambina. So why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime. That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying that he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least. He's nothing but a sad old cowdog that can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh? Edgeworth? That cowdog's been kicked out of the Cowdles Run by order of the chief of police. Just you don't realize it yet. Okay, detectives kicked out of the That's toxic. Honestly, Jay, I can 100% see that. 100%. Especially if Marshall ends up being a recurring character. Don't tell me. So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister. That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prospector tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate's been decided, Bambina. Many condolences. Officer Marshall. Yes, Bambina? How can you say that? You and my sister, you were... I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's blowing through the prospector's office. All right, that... Okay. Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence and arranged testimonies, you mean? He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable about that is, until he met you. But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is just everything to them. If you follow rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prospector, Lana Sky. What? My sister? Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets. Some people load them with deals. What you're saying is Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? They targeted him because he was closest to Edgeworth. So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? I guess we got some clues. You have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone. So, you think we'll be okay? Well, the only thing that's bothering me is that Lana's confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma. Yes? I know that song, your phone plays when it rings. What? Okay, the Steel Samurai theme is fire, though. It's such a good theme. It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids. The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place. Your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. Okay. A detective is murdered, and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. Got a bad feeling about this. Oh, Jay, come on. Come on, it was right there. All right. Investigation, it's time for the trial of the first day of this. And the scary thing is that we're only halfway through stream. That is concerning. I'm thinking that on Friday we might marathon this. How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Frankly, there's still a lot of gray areas. Or rather, the whole thing is one big gray area. Don't worry about me, no matter what the outcome. I'm ready to accept my fate. I believe in you, sis. Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice. Yes, a defense attorney should never believe their client. You know, Jay, you know, it's okay. You could read it as that. You have my full permission. Defendant is called to the trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. Miss Sky, you remind me a lot of Mia, but there's one decisive difference between you and her, and that is... Oh, you know, that's fair. Actually, same. You know, exactly the same. Same here. You're not a defense attorney. I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright. My first trial without Faye helping me. No one's going to bail me out this time. I'll be alone in there. So I have to discover the truth all by myself. Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way. Before we start the trial, I do want to step away for like a minute or two just to grab a bottle of water. So on Twitch only, if you guys didn't know, I'm streaming on Twitch and TikTok, as well as YouTube. I am going to run an ad really quick. And then from there, once I'm back, we can go on ahead and get the trial started, okay? If an ad hasn't already ran. Because I know that I have it set to auto run every so often. Oh, nope, the ad already ran, so I'll be quick, I promise. I'm gonna run! Okay, I really should mute my mic whenever I like disappear like that, so that way you guys don't hear me just completely crashing into my chair. So I'm back. I have a water bottle now because that bubbly was hurting. All right, one sip of water. Killing a Discord notification. Oh, you bookmark messages now with Discord Nitro? That's cool. random things that I suddenly care about, you know. My chats are up, so I should be A-okay. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Skye. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Edgeworth. It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in the courtroom since his trial. I hope that personal feelings will not be a part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of, I only really know these episodes by number. If Goodbye is episode 4, that's, I think, currently my favorite out of all the cases thus far. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anybody else. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot. Wow, he's much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything. However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime. A professional witness. Very well then. Call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. Prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Star, to the stand. The cough-up queen. Yeah, you know, I love that too. I love that there's someone who's like with us, but also like against us, but still kind of like with us. Haven't I seen you somewhere? You ordered the caviar lunch, right? Oh, caviar. I've never eaten caviar before. Ah, and for you, I have a fiesta bowl. Thanks. Will the witness state her name and profession? Ah, and you, sir? Did you order the fingerprint lunch? The fingerprint is diabolical. That's just disrespectful. It's too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please. Well, Your Honor, how does it taste? So, this is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty it hurts. I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca. What the? Actually, you know, he brings up a good point. Phoenix brings up a good point. Pickled tapioca? Who be doing that? Whatever. Name, profession, now. Me? The name's Angel Star. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth? Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us. The prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating. Hurry it up. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call the police to provide a description of the crime. Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth had said to the court, I am a professional. Uh-huh. What exactly does that mean? Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Star was a special investigator with the police. She was a first-rate homicide detective. What? Miss Star was a detective? Aha! I know who you are. Cough up. Cough up Queen Angel Star, Your Honor. Long time no see. But very well. You may continue with the description, Miss Star. If I may have the court's attention over here. The parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. Block A is for the prosecutor's office personnel. B block is for visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks. I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutor spaces, yes? The crime took place by a car in the back of A block in this car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with this knife and went to drive the body out. Jay, trust me, sometimes I be cooking with some of this only to be completely wrong. So, it's okay. We all suck. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness, and an arrest was made on the spot. And who was this valiant witness? Why, it was me, Your Honor. Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime? Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor. It seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright? I can't agree on principle, Your Honor. It seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining? If you can, then give them your worst, Miss Star. Alright, witness's testimony. Yep, I know exactly that feeling, Jay. Because then I start getting things out of order, like I start putting things to place in weird spots. Somehow, I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend when I sensed something. Perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garnished car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend? How touching. Huh. As you can see, there's no room for doubt. The key point of your testimony seems to be none other than the point of the knife, which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman. So, How does it feel to be utterly crushed? I'm still thinking about that. It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. Every time I hear the witness, I just think about Destiny 2. Alright, so before we do anything, I want to look at what I got. So we have the Prosecutor's Badge, the King of Prosecutors Trophy, Edgeworth's Knife, the record of parking in the office lot, the Blue Badger panel, the autopsy reports, the victim's memo, the cell phone, and the floor plan. Alright, I was on my way to deliver lunch to my boyfriend. I'm gonna press this. You sensed something, so you're saying you had a premonition of the murder. It felt like, how would you say? Oh yes, it was like that feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds. I have no idea what that means. Speaking of a detective's intuition, wasn't the victim Bryce Goodman also a detective? Yes, well, he was like a young cheese. What up with all these food puns? A pale white cheese, not yet tangy with experience on the streets. A greenhorn. Then I must be hard yellow. I didn't like reading that. And sharp as attacked. Yep, with an odor of an old cheese. Oh no! In any case, there in the lot, I felt something stirring at the back of my mind. I say next to a garnished car. By garnished car, you mean Mr. Edgeworth's car? Yes. Mr. Edgeworth's? Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's, wasn't it? Indeed it was. Huh, what an odd case this is. And the person you saw, are you sure was the defendant? I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I am certain it was her. Alright, let's do what we can. Even if we don't have proof, we can always nitpick. I'm doing it with Edgeworth here. I need something more substantial than that. Alright. Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying. Well, I would say the blade was about 4 inches long. Isn't that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It is your knife after all. Yes, that's about right. Prosecutors are, by nature, well versed in the location of a man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set. You can't justify as to her ability to kill an egg. I mean a person. Perhaps a chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor. So the defendant was holding a knife. What then? Tell the court why you didn't try to stop this crime. You did see her raise a knife to strike, no? Huh. The fence has a point. Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late. Too late? Yes. The next moment, the prosecutor brought down the murder weapon. I see. It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it. Said that before. Anything else? Scientifically speaking, Miss Starr's testimony is flawless. What do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty? Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? Don't smile like that. This boyfriend. He's the detective? Not that boyfriend, the security guard. That boyfriend? You have Oh, girl? Oh, she's trying to be mother. She has a whole like mother vibe with her, you know? Care to join? The yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants. I'll stick with the lunches, thanks. The judge had to think before replying? Alright, so the security guard room's in block A. Second level, you can see everything from up there. Incidentally, did you bring your lunchboxes by car? Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block. So she was in B block when she witnessed the crime. Wait, if she was in B block, okay, so no, because I thought that I had a note about her apprehending her, and I was like, that's not not fully possible. She was in the B block because the fence is blocking them. Actually, let me press one more thing. All right, how'd you know? I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime, yet their methods are always ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy. The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted, given they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim. Getting off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that. Alright, I found out I've had my dream job when I became an investigator, and if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one. Laid off? To me, prosecutors are nothing but worms. That said, I'm a pro. My testimony is unbiased and flawless. Okay. I'm not sure what I want to present here. I think part of me wants to present. So 3 minutes after, that's, nope. Why do you have that ID number memorized? Oh, I see. Well, it says he died to loss of blood, not the stabbing itself. Nope. That's still contradicting. Never mind. I mean, it's not contradicting. I've accepted that if I take the L, it's okay. I'm just not sure. Actually, it says that it has no prints. Wait. What do you think of the witnesses? Wait, what do you mean? There's no prints on the knife. Okay, one quick second. My bot said my YouTube chat quota has hit its limit. Okay, there you go. So now I have the chat up again. Oh, okay. All right, so you know, Jay, you know, this first part is probably actually, you know, pretty difficult, like you said. Oh, I'm stupid. This says one knife wound. Okay, no dice there. Wait. Let's see. Nope. All right, let's go on ahead and take the L there. Yeah, Lana, don't worry, you're fine, girl. Let's reload up the game. This one's a toughie. All right, and don't worry, I'll save during like right before the cross-examination. So that way we don't have to deal with like this we don't have to like get through this entire intro part again. You know, I realize that my phone is like nowhere near me. So I hope no one's tried to contact me. All right, no worries. That might be possible just to keep like pacing's sake. We'll kind of play it by ear. I do want to give this another attempt before I'm like okay, I need a hit. Oh, I see your glove now. Her testimony's like rock solid. So let's see. I think her committing the stabbing act is something that we can't confirm happened. Okay. My question is that I'm trying to figure out where she would have been. Because if she saw it through the wire fence, right? That must mean that she should have still been on the B side, right? But if she saw it, how did she get over there so fast? Sorry, my button is, I'll say, looks like my L button was not cooperating with me for a second there. What's the part that doesn't make sense? Oh, I can save during the cross-examination. Sweet. Wait, let me see. Did she know it was Detective Goodman? So I'm trying to remember if we were supposed to know if it was Goodman at first. Hey, thank you for the like on the TikTok stream, by the way. I appreciate it. Oh. It might be wrong on the Twitch channel because I definitely changed that 2 minutes before like I hit start stream. Just saying. Okay. Not it. All right, I think I need to sit and actually really try to use my brain here. So let's see. Yes, I'm trying to unlock my third eye, okay guys? I'm really trying. I'll tell you what though, if I can't figure it out in like the next like 6 or 7 minutes, it's 10:11 right now, so around like 17, then I'll start to take a hint, okay? So that's another like 5-6 minutes. Okay. Was there anything else on this on the stub? Nope, just the time, 2:12. That note's backwards. I don't think that matters yet. But, that's backwards. That's like giving Danganronpa, but I'll leave that reference at that. Okay. I don't like that that's just Detective's intuition. Maybe the map contradiction was here? I already forgot if I had done this before. No, okay. I want to keep all my life, so don't mind me reloading every so often. Okay, so... what direction could I take with this? But yes, I wholeheartedly recommend the Danganronpa franchise, by the way. I'm gonna press and just get some, get some of the time. I'm aggressively skimming. I wish he asked, I wish that, you could, I wish you could have, like, the time there, but... I'm gonna read through her lines again, so don't mind me. All right. Oh no, trust me. Especially with October coming up, like it's looking disgusting. All right, so let's see. So I don't think we need to use the ID anywhere. I don't think we need to use the prosecutor's trophy. The murder weapon has the blood and no prints because she was wearing the glove. So it's either good. I feel like it's either this first one, because this first one's implying that Sky was set up to me. And then this third one is like just not a good statement to say. But what can I present here to make this work? So that says SL6 221. We don't probably need that yet. So I wonder. So, to answer your question, Magic, right? Okay. Oh, is it because it's because I hold down my L button. That's why it does that. Anyway. So, she was over on side B when the crime happened. I can accept that. She was trying to deliver lunch to side A where her quote-unquote boyfriend is. I can also accept that. But oh, whoops, I didn't mean to hit that. All right, so the pointy bit, that's true. But, this one's tough. Because that means that if she did thrust the pointy bit, that means she for sure had the knife, and there's blood on the knife that lines up. So I think that this part of the statement's true. Shut up, Jay. Shut up. And we already tried the knife here before, so this was already something that was just in her right hand. Though, sorry, my brain is trying to process something real fast. So if I'm over here, if you guys can only see my camera, like me with the camera right now. So yeah, she's going for the stab, but if she's looking, okay, yeah, no, that's fine. I was wondering if, all right, so between 4 o'clock and 5:30 p.m., we don't have any information about the times anything happened, so I don't think we could use the autopsy there. What if I just showed off? What if I just kind of threw this out here? Okay, now. Let's see. I'm kind of now just kind of throwing some stuff out there that might work in some of the dialogue. Because I'm not sure. God, this one is just a little bit of a struggle. Oh, hi Nathan, how are you doing? I'm struggling right now. I am... So she mentioned that through the wire fence, she saw the chief prosecutor. So that's implying that she's still on side B at the time of seeing it. And we pressed once to see that, right? So there shouldn't be a... So I'm gonna throw the map here, Magic. I'm gonna fight someone. Probably you. Okay. I just want to make sure that I want to make sure. So she was definitely still on side B at the time of the stabbing. I don't think I have any doubt about that. God, So the prosecutor was standing next to the car, and she was holding the knife, and then she stabbed him. However, she doesn't mention Detective Goodman's location at like any point. So I'm guessing I have to use the floor plan somewhere. But all right, let me reload the save before I lose all my life. God, I feel like I've been able to find most of the other contradictions before, but this one I'm like completely stumped. I feel like she should be able to add to her testimony, like... Okay. All right. I'll try that magic. I'll try it. I'll slow down a little bit. Let me read. Somehow I knew this day would come. How'd you know? I respect the abhorrence of crime, their ugly methods. Uninformed. Erasing inconvenient evidence. All right, no worries, Jay. I'm gonna be streaming this tomorrow at, it's gonna be 11 p.m. for you, just as a heads up. It started. He has something personal against prosecutors. Let's see. All right, laid off. All right, that said, I'm a pro. Yeah, this case has been an interesting one. So there's that laid off info. This boyfriend, the detective, he's just a security guard. Security guard room is in the A lot. Up on the second level. Lunch boxes, as I've visited now, I parked in the B block. So she was in the B block when she witnessed the crime. So would the contradiction be that, well, she's on her way. Before I read this one, I'm now getting chilly again. I hate my body right now. I love my body most other times. You guys should love your bodies. Positive reinforcement here. We love positive reinforcement. All right. Yeah, premonition of the murder. All right, the detective was always so young cheese. Then I must, nope. I remember the hard as a cheese, and we kind of got sidetracked with that statement. All right, Edgeworth's car. Knife was also Edgeworth's. I saw her no further than 30 feet away. All right. You're a biased witness. You should keep those as rookie, unless you're willing to risk the consequence of doubting me. I'll fry you like a fritter, crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. That was inspiring. Alright. I may be relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady. Wait! I pressed this before! Wait! Hold up. Y'all, I pressed this before, right? Like, I'm not tripping. This game is gaslighting the crap out of me. I know I pressed press on this before. All right, so you took a picture. In fact, no magic, I did hit it. Lunchbox was rigged with a camera. Witness, why am I only seeing this photograph just now? You think I showed to you, a prosecutor? Think again. My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs. Well, this is most certainly the defendant. Uh-oh, that is unmistakably Lana Skye. So, what was the defendant doing at the time? Wait, she was holding it in her right hand. That don't be her right hand. But before I like lose track of this, let's save. And you witnessed this. You saw Miss Skye stab the victim with the knife. As I've already said, yes. I swear on my finest salmon roll lunch. Wait, that became so easy. Magic, I swear to all that is holy in this universe, I did hit press on that statement. I feel like I just got gaslit by this game. No. No, 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 nah, 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 nah. Nah, 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 nah. I'm not pleased. No. I'm upset. No, 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 no. You know, whatever. Whatever. I'm sure that is a fine lunch. But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. This is the photograph you took at the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is Miss Guy not holding a knife? Ahem. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Objection. That had to be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth. Yet it was still stronger than your ever feeble mind, Mr. Wright. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after the stabbing. And how can you tell that? Blood splatter. Huh? See the dark crimson stain on the chief prosecutor? This picture is in black and white. But it's a black and white photograph. Ah, yes. It's hard to tell, but this could be blood. Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here. No problem, except you. Mr. Wright, are you just gonna sit there and take that kind of abuse? You got a better idea? Let's object. Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely, that she took it the moment she witnessed the crime. Well, it seems all slightly unclear. My apologies. That's it? If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go. Good advice. I'm not sure I understood it, but good advice. I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor's guy was cold calculating like a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder. Premeditated? How? Look at her hand in that photograph. Well, are those gloves? Surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? If it was not premeditated, she would not have been wearing those gloves. Well, that's a part of her casual aesthetic. These gloves do tell the... blah, 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 blah. Premeditated murder, a serious offense. Witness, add this to your testimony. Let's see. What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves, like driving gloves? The gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. They were rubber gloves of the kind used for autopsies. Alright, when she came to the crime scene, she came to do murder. It's only only possible conclusion one can make. Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime. Impressive. I'm sorry they took you off the force, Miss Starr. This is bad. She got them thinking it was all planned. If she can prove this claim, then the trial's already over. We've got to think of a way to show that this wasn't premeditated. Okay. Don't smile like that. Okay. So let's get back over there. We already pressed it. Maybe it's a cell phone call? No. Because, yeah, she's wearing gloves. You know, let me save the game because apparently I'd be making so many wrong calls. All right. Oh, premeditated. Oh, that, yeah, you know, I pride myself on knowing the English language, but also I don't know the English language at all. That was part of the reason why I wanted to do this game, by the way, was that I wanted to get at least a little bit more comfortable reading. All right, so the murder was planned. Let's see. So the body was put in the trunk. All right, let's see. I feel like we would see the body in the trunk if it was taking place after. So my guess is that we have to show the crime photo again. But also, I feel like there'd also be a lot more blood present. Okay. You know, I'll say it's a possibility that you're right, Nathan. I'm just not sure what else to put down. Let's see. Let's see. It took me a very long time to get past the first statement. That's really all you missed, Sleek. So Nathan, no. That the rubber glove sentence is what we're currently on right now. I had already pressed it, but let me press it one more time. All right, so the gloves were admitted as evidence. Kind of used for autopsies. She came to do murder, and it was supposed to be premeditated. So I have to prove that wasn't premeditated. Okay. Maybe. Wait. If the type of glove used in autopsies. Maybe. Well, if she's saying that she saw her. You know, Sleek, I don't know. I don't know. You see, Magic, you say that, but I'm notorious. Very, very notorious. For making things much harder than they need to be. All right, no. Also, by the way, if I end up getting this right, I'm gonna reload and then reselect it to get my life back. Go with my first thought. Gotta get. Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and reload. Okay. So let's back up. Oh, whoops! I didn't mean to press. Okay. All right. So that's his ID card. I don't think that I don't think the ID card's involved, nor the King of Prosecutors trophies involved. Excuse me? The knife has traces of the victim's blood. It didn't say where she stabbed him, but he did die due to loss of blood. We don't have any information about the time, so I don't think the parking stuff comes into play. From a meta sense, I already know that the autopsy report and actually, you know, let me see real fast. Loss of blood from chest wound. Never mind. Never mind. Thank you, Sleek. Thank you. I think stabbing the chest seems pretty intentional. So never mind. Never mind. So the picture of the floor plan, oh, I forgot I have a Stream Elements stuff. I totally forgot I had the Stream Elements bot programmed in here somewhat. Oops. Okay. So guys, hear me out just a little bit. Okay. If I show the floor plan, wouldn't this show that she's doing it right in from security? Why would she do it right in from security? Oh no! Interesting. Cause that's the first thing that, well, that's the other thing that I would think of. So that's not planned. Cause who would stab somebody from the security window? But the only other things I could think of would be either this. You're very clearly seeing very detailed. What else has like a lot of detail on it? Pre-nut. Okay. So let's see. You know, Magic is having the time of their life over there. Maybe the phone? No, the only detail that we know about the phone call, right, is that she hung up right away. But the phone's the only thing I can think of because she called like right away. No, so it's not the phone either. We're going through some process of elimination type shenanigans. We're slowly going through some process of elimination type shenanigans right now. Crap. Okay, this one I'll actually ask you guys for, mainly because I don't remember. Where did we find Goodman's ID? Was that off the floor next to him, right? Like, I vaguely remember there's like a wall on the floor, right? But it was like super far away. Because there's that. Read the evidence again, the whole description. Okay. Alright, so investigator's ID card found at the prosecutor's office crime scene. Okay. Given to Edgeworth, the king of prosecutors, at the PD on the day of the murder. The murder weapon. Usually in Edgeworth's toolbox. Trace of victim's blood, no prints. Record of parking in the prosecutor's office lot, entered at 5:12 p.m. Work of art designed by the chief of detectives and created by Detective Gumshoe. Died due to loss of blood. So, I know I submitted the autopsy report and got yelled at. Same with the cell phone, the parking lot plans, and the crime photo. So there's the note, the victim's memo. The next one, like, my brain's like, my brain. Yeah, this tune is jamming. I do like it. Okay. So if you want my like slowly like new educated guess as we're kind of process of eliminating it and everything, I'm trying to remember where Goodman's ID was, but also I wish there was a time, because then the time would make this so I could actually use his parking stub. Or potentially use it. No, you are just fine. You know, I don't mind. God. I feel like I've read through like a lot of this evidence over and over, and I just have like no idea. Because this was his memo. Which is 216. Yeah, so the memo I've realized is backwards. I don't know if I can do this very quickly on OBS. I'm gonna give this a go. Okay, so, because yeah, I realized that this was upside down, a little bit ago. Because if you flip vertical, you know, hold on, I got this. It's not flip, I need to rotate. So we're not gonna flip it. We're gonna just bring it around town. Hold on, I can do this correctly. Well, that's pretty close to correct, because you can kind of see the 221. So, that's my theory so far. Thank you. Though now I've like, hold on, let me, there we go. I totally know how to operate OBS, I promise. Let's see. No, so SL9, I know that they were talking about it before. And also, that was also partially a misclick. I was grabbing my controller and I hit down. So that was not, so that was actually, for once, that was actually an accident. I grabbed my controller wrong and I hit the X button. Because, yeah. There's that. You know, at the rate that I'm going, like, I'm gonna end up throwing so many darts on the board. They're gonna have to just give it to me. Okay. So, what strikes it odd to me about this murder? Magic is Maya confirmed. Okay. So what strikes you odd about this bird? Part of it is a lot of the I'm channeling. I appreciate it. I appreciate you've been trying to be a spiritual medium right now. Magic Fae? Okay. So I think what strikes me as odd is that, at least if you look at the picture, right? This is after the murder. Yeah. So, I see. I've been sitting on this knife for a hot minute. If this was a planned, if this was a roughly planned murder, right? She would have brought her own knife and had her own disposing method. I'm not fully looking at chat right now. I'm still trying to think about this. So, I'm gonna present the knife. All right, witness. Do you know what this is? Are you trying to test me? I sell box lunches for a living, you know. That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in. Oh, no worries, Nathan. You got. Oh, Nathan. Thank you. Thank you for stopping in. Firstly, and also, yeah, you know, that makes sense. That knife was in Mr. Edgeworth's own trunk. Indeed, it is my knife. Also, this case, the bloody murder weapon, a red car, all belongs to the, whoops. The defendant is the prosecutor for the details. Mommy, are prosecutors bad people? The defense has a request. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony. What's that, rookie? In your testimony, you say that Lana Skye planned this murder, and that's why she was wearing those special gloves. Sounds like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning. However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing? The murder weapon. Oh. The knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon. What kind of stagger pose is that? Order, order, order. Great. Great show, Mr. Wright. My sister is as good as free. Right. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie. What? I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. Not over such a trifling detail. But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory. Bah! The prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. The defendant, Lana Skye, murdered a detective with the knife. That is the only thing the prosecution needs to prove, nothing else. Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now. But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing them. It was planned. If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing... I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again. Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought. How dare you? My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated. Really now. Lana Skye intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure that the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive the human machine to plunge the knife in again and again. I think I see this one. The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. Does sound like a lot like premeditation, doesn't it? So if I ordered a pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy? In any case, the defense may now cross-examine the witness. So, what I'm suspecting... Can we present the phone here? No, we can't. Interesting. All right. You know, that was my shot in the dark. That's okay. Let me go on ahead and press for more info across the board. You said that, but you haven't told us how you know. That's what I'm about to tell you, rookie. So I thought it was the phone because I thought that they were going to attempt to make the connection that no, the last person that she called was her sister. And I'm pretty sure that you can view call well, actually, I can't remember if they confirmed or not if you can view call history on that flip phone. All right, try not to interrupt her again, rookie. Never interrupt the storyteller. It's like pulling a bun out of the oven half-baked. Try not to confuse the defense witness. They're not very quick on their feet. Now, why did you believe this suspect had intentions to murder the victim? Her actions speak for themselves. You have no proof that Miss Skye called him there. You have no proof that she didn't. Mr. Edgeworth, thoughts? There's no record of a call made on the defendant, Miss Lana Skye's phone. She might have written him a letter. Come on, you could have at least tried a public phone first at least. In any case, the victim came to the prosecutor's office where he was murdered. I'm sure he had a reason to be there. Witness, why do you think it was the suspect who summoned the victim that day? I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. What kind of grudge? Well, I wouldn't know that. Of course you don't. That's because she didn't have a grudge. Rookie. I have a lunchbox here. Now, what's inside? How am I supposed to know? See, we agree that there's a lunchbox here, but we don't know what's inside. A person's life is like a lunchbox of pretzels, don't you agree? I get it. That's why my lunch was so salty. This just ain't good with metaphor. The suspect had a grudge against Detective Goodman. Will you tell us your basis for thinking this? It's simple. Nothing else could drive a human machine to plunge a knife in again and again. Wait, no! There was only a single knife wound. There's only a single one. Can't you find something as simple as Mr. Wright? I was like, fruit again and again. How many times? We often say chop 1,000 pieces, but we don't actually mean 1,000 people. What difference does it mean if the deed's done? Let's just say she stabbed several times, leave him at that. All right. I wonder. Okay. Yep. So this one, the autopsy report says that it's just one knife wound. You say she stabbed him again and again, but you couldn't have witnessed that. Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. With my moss surprise. I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Miss Starr. What do you mean? I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states the death was due to loss of blood from one stab wound. Ah, you're right. Good show, Mr. Edgeworth. What a hunk. He's my hero, really. What about my objection? No one noticed? Well, witness, you got the crime scene set, right? Oh, thanks. I always believed no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood, but now I realize that such mistakes are possible. I just realized that her necklace is like a little like the octopus, the little like fried, like, you know, like if you cut up the little like wieners and then like you make the little legs and then you fry them so that way they curve out like the octopus. That's her little choker. So, you're saying you mistook something for blood? I'm so sorry, Sleek. When I lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Splattered blood from her victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice. Then tell us what you saw when you thought what you blah 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 blah. Then tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify. Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly the whole scene was. Let me look at that picture. Her red muffler. Yes, like a scarf. The chief prosecutor also always wears one around her neck, so she can be easily hanged at a moment's notice, I suppose. She's right. Miss Sky was wearing a red scarf, wasn't she? But wait, isn't it odd that you mistook that for splattered blood? Well, people often mistake my beard for a bib. Oh, that's disrespectful. Actually, I do think I saw some traces of blood on her chest. However, the autopsy report is clear on the matter. There was only one knife wound. Alright, Mr. Wright, this is our chance. Chance for what, I wonder? This turned out to be short-tempered. Alright. She took this off. Alright, I know I haven't saved in a minute, so I'm gonna save now before I take a stab. So, yeah, she's losing her ground in her testimony. I want to say the photo would be evidence of that because she's not wearing it in the photo. Yes! Miss Starr, I demand an explanation. The witness is clearly not suited for detective work. Well, what? The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. And you proved it yourself with this photograph. Huh? But that can't be! Only a professional lunch lady could be so utterly clueless. Congratulations! Perhaps you finally found your true calling in life. Harsh words, but good. In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails. What was my objection? Chopped liver? But it was there! A scarf. No, not that, but something red, really! Well now, where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business. What? Very well, witness, continue your testimony. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that. Very well. I do remember some things accurately, at least. Alright, the most important part, the part where your sister stabs the victim. This next testimony might be the moment of truth. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. I quickly caught her and explained her rights to her and arrested her on the spot. Ah, yes. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused earlier in my testimony. Don't listen to the stream bot. It's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Don't listen to the stream bot. All right. That's why I me confused my earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star, resistance is futile. You're quite determined about the scarf, aren't you? I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra. That's me, Angel Star. Don't bother me with details unless you want to get bitten. No thanks. Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside and kicked over like an Oreo drum. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard ruminant. Rawr. Very well, Miss Wright. Your cross-examination, if you will. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. So where is this partition on the floor plans? She means this wall next to the car. That's right. There was a wall there about 6 feet high. So I was trying to hide herself. Quite a natural thing for a criminal to do. And what'd you do then? I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. I don't believe this because she witnessed the crime on the other side. I don't think she can get over there fast enough. You say quickly. Were you close to the suspect? As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time. I want to press her further. I'd like to see this on the floor plans just to be safe. Lunchland car was... She was a visitor, thus she was parked in the B block. So you witnessed the murder from here. That would make it about 30 feet from the car, yes? Is that correct, Miss Star? Yes, that's right. But there was a chain fence in front of you. I went over it, of course. Amazing. The cough up queen, lunch lady athlete indeed. It would have taken her a little time to climb over the fence. So she could have got to my sister that fast. Yeah, that fence was about 9 feet high too. So how did Miss Guy not get away? When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. She mentioned the muffler? What exactly did she say? If I remembered exactly, I would have told you in my testimony. Anyway, all I heard her say was the word muffler. Just that one word. So, what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but to someone else. Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone. Her phone? She can't mean... By phone, do you mean this cell phone discovered at the crime scene? Yes, ultimately. Ultimately, my memory. It's like a salmon heading upstream, you see? No, the court doesn't see Miss Star. The chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall. On the wall? That's right. Near the car, there was an emergency phone on the wall. Apparently it was out of order, and so she used her cell phone. Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day. Good witnessing, witness. Good witnessing? Whatever happened to good testifying? You should, of course, add this to your testimony. Things I do to please this rookie defense attorney. All right, you know, even though we could always press it. Do you think you could restart your testimony for the court? Aha, I'll only say this once, so listen close, rookie. The chief prosecutor stabbed the victim and ran behind the partition. Then she picked up the emergency phone while on the wall, but it was out of order. She pulled out her own cell phone out of her pocket. During that time, you climbed over the chain link fence. And then when I boldly grabbed her arm, Chief Prosecutor hung up her phone. And you saw her doing this? What is it, Mr. Wright? What if he presented the phone here? Oh wait, what am I presenting here? Oh my god, I almost hit the wrong button. Alright, no phone. We love save scumming. Bum ba dum ba bum bum bum. Huh. Those two sentences conflict? Yeah. She made to escape. Could you be more specific? She brushed aside my head and ran. It was a terrible sight to see, like a dollop of lard on a pâté foie gras. She even kicked over an oil drum at me. An oil drum? There was an oil drum lying on its side at the scene of the crime. But it's strange. What's that? If she wanted to escape, why didn't she run the other way? The parking lot entrance. But that's right. It doesn't make any sense that she would run from behind the partition to the oil drums. Excellent, more mysteries. I wish we could solve a few before finding more, though. I'm sorry, my sister is so suspicious, Mr. Wright. Not as sorry as I am. But she didn't do it, you have to believe me. I know, right? Edgeworth is like MVPing it out. I guess the contradiction is, why would she use the emergency phone? Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to hit that. I was changing my seating position. Like, why would she, I guess my thing is, why would she use the emergency phone when she had her cell phone? So there's no real reason for her to walk behind the partition. That's what I'm thinking. Oh. Well, I guess not. Well, then, I'm actually not that sure. Let's see. Let's reload my save, get my life back. Okay. So, reading through what I got, I felt like I was onto something with the phone, which is so saddening. I still don't think she climbed up the thing that fast. Alright, so yeah. So this shows her behind the partition and all that. She knocked it. So that's fine. We had her describe the floor plan situation to us. That she did. She hopped the fence, allegedly. So, when she mentioned the word muffler, she said that she heard that on the phone call. Which phone did she say again? Alright, so talking on her phone. Okay. Doesn't say which one, but that's fine. Let's see. You also bring up a good point. But I guess the cell phone's on the map. I just find, I find it weird that because she tried the line, their emergency line before she tried her cell phone. But I've tried her cell phone a couple of times on some of these lines to object to, and I don't think, and none of them were right so far. So let's see. So the knife doesn't apply here. Oh, I see what you're questioning. Would I do the map here? Yeah, I see what you're questioning. That makes sense. All right, before I read this, I'm going to turn on the fan again because I'm living the bipolar temperature life. All right. Miss Starr, I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lana Skye. The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias. Well, who would have thought you would be my knight in shining armor, prosecutor? You who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago. Well, Miss Starr, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this? I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me, and I'll make you cough it all up. Ahem. Let's look at the floor plans. You said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if that's true, you possibly couldn't have seen Miss Skye making that phone call. I believe you see what I'm getting at. That emergency phone was on the backside of this partition. If indeed you were in the B block, you couldn't have seen it. What? There you go. There's your horny noise. I did it for the audience. Appreciate it. Oh, order! What is the meaning of this? It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch. She's coughing up lies. Grr. That's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps will you allow me one question? Tell us exactly what lie this witness has told the court. Alright, I can't afford to get this wrong. The witness lied about... Should just be what she saw. How did I say what she saw or the order of events? Sorry about what she saw, in other words. She didn't see Miss Sky using the emergency phone. It does seem hard to imagine how she could have. Very logical. Alright, Mr. Wright, I hate to bother you while you're celebrating your victory, but... Huh? Why would she say that my sister tried to use the phone but failed? Alright. You know, that's why we saved. I guess it could have also been where she saw it. Man, I said that with so confidence. I was reading with so much confidence and I got clowned. Depression. This... I wanted to see the answer because I felt like it was gonna be the middle option, since normally that tends to be part of the course. So this guy tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What's significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Star to lie about it. Pointless to lie. See. But say the witness actually did see Miss Sky using the emergency phone, it would mean that Miss Star witnessed the crime from a different location. A different location? Now that's a pointless lie if I've ever heard one. Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it. Let me ask a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime? All the testimony we've heard until now points in one direction. Oh god, I actually have to know. The security room? This is the only place where she could have been. Security guard room. Indeed, security guard room in the underground parking lot is well positioned. It's built on the second floor so you can see the entire lot. She could have been able to see the emergency phone from there. Well, why there? There are many other places where she could have seen the phone. Now in this case, Your Honor, the witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't have parked in the A block. The only place where she could have seen the crime and the back of the partition is here. I remember in your testimony you said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room, yes? Well, Miss Star? How many years have I been getting the better of men? To think that the tables could have turned. Today, the men has gotten the better of Angel Star. Order! Order! Witness! What have you done? You used to be a detective. You should have known better. I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished. And I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails. I just had a very stale Dorito. This was disappointing. That was a very, very stale Dorito. That was unpleasant. Mr. Wright, doesn't that strike you as odd? Why didn't Miss Star lie? It doesn't make any sense. Huh? She could have said she could have saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't have changed anything. Exactly. This photograph tells all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim. That truth still stands. It still stands? I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth. What? If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason. So, tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright. Huh? Me? Who else? Mr. Wright, let's review what we know. Miss Starr witnessed the crime from the security guard station. But she lied and said she saw it from the B block. It must make a vital difference, but what? What would change? The distance to the crime. It changed the distance between her and the scene of the crime. My condolences, Mr. Wright. But one look at the floor plan is quite clear. 30 feet. I don't see how that changed what she could see. What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime. Miss Starr, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Sky? Well, witness? You? Yes? You ordered the squid wheels, right? I was bringing a PB&J lunch with fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend. Boysenberry for the boyfriend? He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station. And before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene. But the door was locked, I couldn't open it. That's cursed. That is cursed. That's why I had to go through the visitors parking in the B lot. That's quite the detour. It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime. 5 minutes? This changed things considerably. But it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. I swear it. I swear it on my finest plastic spork. You have a point, and the spork is a wonderful invention. Would you like another caviar lunch? Absolutely. Mr. Wright, you have to do something. We have to raise an objection. 5 minutes between the witnessing the murder and the arrest? Think about it. You could have made pasta in that amount of time if you like it al dente. I've got lunchboxes that tie pasta in the knots, rookie. A 5-minute blank. Isn't that strange? If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor? Well, I guess I'd flee the scene. Hey, don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone. But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run. But this time was different. This guy dawdled at the scene of the crime. She could even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable. Yeah. There we go. You guys got 2 for 1 this stream. Well then, it seems to come to the end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in her testimony. Mr. Edgeworth is the next witness ready to go. Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on the account of her professional history. We did it! We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright. That was too close. We're afraid that the cough-up queen has been dethroned, and with that, court is adjourned. Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, correct? I prefer not to take the defense's team's leftovers. Anything else to say? I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence. My apologies. We have no further questions to ask you, Miss Starr. Is this your jumbo lunchbox? Whoa, triple decker. I'll defer to the witness's determination. I will allow one more testimony. Let's hear about this decisive evidence. Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed. What's she gonna pull out of her lunchbox this time? I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on the shoe. One of course, was the victim's, and the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Skye. This shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence. What? There was blood found on that shoe? Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs. Witness, what was the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence? Simple, as I've already said. I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself. And you had blood tests performed? Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics. In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence. What? You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. 1. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, this shoe is legal evidence, at least for the time being. Alright. Edgeworth sure is celebrating. No, not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, this shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. No, Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth is looking pretty sullen. You could at least study some evidence law. Really? Alright. The prosecution's complaints notwithstanding, appears that the evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, it seems you have yet another count against you, witness. Anything to ensure the guilty are properly judged. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Okay. There were 5 hours before the general public can visit my friends who just recently got married. So I think you can stay up longer for like ratio-based streams, so I think I'm good to keep going. I know it's getting kind of late. That's why I wanted to bring it up kind of briefly. Is it flawless? Huh. I'm trying to like piece it together, or at least what I should use. Because the contradiction here is that that's not the perfect evidence, but why? Oh, she's wearing black shoes. Unfortunately for you, this shoe is far from being perfect evidence. What? This shoe directly contradicts what we know about the crime. The shoe doesn't fit. Order, order. You're claiming that there's a contradiction with this shoe. As I said, the shoe doesn't fit what we know about the scene of the crime. Oh, very well. Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say about the shoe. What about this shoe contradicts what we know about the crime? Show me the problem with this evidence. Wait, where did these bloody ones come from? Huh. Sorry, I was blanking real hard for a second. Like, I was blinking so hard that I thought my microphone was to the right of me and not right in front of me. Because when I was projecting my voice, I was definitely projecting it to the right of myself, and I was like, wait, the microphone's not even right there. Problem with the evidence is here. Oh. Alright, that's fine. We still have 2 lives. All right. So you brought it to the forensics department. You're going to submit something as evidence in court you need it approved. To do that, evidence must be analyzed by a forensic expert. The shoe does appear to have bloodstains on it. Well, the man was stabbed after all. And that blood belonged to victim Detective Goodman? As I said, there are 2 types of blood found on the shoe. The other blood type matched that of the defendant. Oh, whoops. I definitely, like, I can tell I need to wrap this up because my brain is, like, shutting down. Don't forget, scientific investigation is the wave of the future. Alright, I've investigated this evidence a little bit more closely. All right, let me look at the photo again. All right, let's actually do a much better job of the shoe comparison. The tongue on this is a lot longer. Hmm. Please don't be too far back. Hmm. Could try this one more time. Hmm. The problem is in the footprint. Alright, the footprint. Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then isn't it strange? Why were there any bloody footprints found at the scene of the crime? Aha! As you can see, there was no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about this shoe. This picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints. Then where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort. Order, well, witness? What? Huh? Great going, Mr. Wright, but it's true that the lack of a footprint is a contradiction, but then we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint. That's true. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint. Think, Mr. Wright, think. Yeah, I don't know why it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions. What? I see. Now I get it. Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There's one vital hint of the truth in her testimony. Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. There's that too, Sleek. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an Oreo drum. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Rawr. I thought that was a strange thing for a normally cool-headed chief to do. No kidding. Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty? Oh, that. I'm not sure I like your attitude, Edgeworth, though apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the slush belt factory. Witness, well, was the oil drum empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. Water? So don't get it, Mr. Wright? Do you want to know the real reason she knocked it over? The real reason? Aha, you don't mean. Ah, yes, the suspect knocked it over for one reason and one reason alone. To erase the bloodstains that would have been evidence against her. That ties up things quite nicely. The victim's bloodstains on the left on the victim's shoe tie her clearly to this murder. Then, after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase out the telltale signs. Alright. Alright, so sister got blood on the shoe. I see no extending this trial. What can I do? We're panicking. Sus confessed to the crime and she tried to conceal it, but enough. There's no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor. Very well. Angel Stars on the prosecution side. Could have been lying about the water. The court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Sky. Little girl, what did you just say? Huh? Me? Did you say that I, Angel Star, was on the prosecution's side? Well, yeah, you are. You're saying that my sister hid the evidence by erasing the bloody footprints. Well, I thought you had your fill, but here you are, demanding a second helping. Another lunchbox. A lunchbox called evidence. Wait, witness, don't tell me you have something else. The time for deliberations is past. Any further contents and you'll be held in contempt of court. Your threats don't scare the cough-up queen. Look at this. A photograph? I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim. I see no room for error in this evidence. Mr. Wright, wait, look at the asphalt on the photo. Hey, it's clearly wet. But that's not Edgeworth's car. Racing the last traced out from the mine. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help it all. It's not your fault. I knew we couldn't win this case from the beginning, and it seems this is what your sister wanted anyway. I'm sorry, Mia. Right, wet or not. Don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Get yourself up the asphalt and take another good look. Don't give up. Not until the bitter end. This is the last piece of evidence. Very well. This time I'd like to declare our verdict for good. Your Honor, wait. What is it with you people? Can't I hand down my verdicts in peace anymore? Whatever it is, can it wait? No, it can't. Then it'll be too late. Let's look at this photograph, the last one submitted. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence a proper consideration. So, Wright, are you saying that there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence? Yeah, I'll think later. Yeah, there's a problem. I suppose since we've come this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show the court the problem in the evidence. Well, I think it's here, don't you think? Okay, think scientifically, what do you mean? I should have looked at the court thing. Okay. One word. Think phone call. So let's see. I wish I saw the comparison for the other car. Cause I could have sworn that this like flooring is like this is not the car or the right car. And also I was gonna say my brain's running low on juice. What's this? There's something poking out of the car. Oh, yeah, muffler. I was like, there's, I don't even remember. I was just looking at that and I was like, what's going on? Wait just a moment, Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor? You just said muffler. However, I see no traces of a muffler or scarf of any kind in this photograph. A muffler is also part on a car or motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as part of the exhaust system. A pipe. I see, and I see. What's that suspicious looking cloth sticking out the car's muffler? So what if there's something sticking out of the muffler? What does that have to do with this case? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Sorry, Miss Starr, but it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case. You said it as much as in your testimony. What? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. The muffler's related because of the phone. Miss Starr, recall your testimony for the court. Ah, yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. Muffler. Ugh. Yeah. Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? If so, that means that this piece of cloth is vital evidence. Oh, whoa! There you go. There you go. Well, it seems we'll have to suspend proceedings. Suspend? I would find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If you have any questions unanswered here, we do a disservice to the law. Alright, the good news is that, Sleek, I did hit the button before I looked and saw that you mentioned the muffler. So we're good. You didn't give it away. But, well, I mean, the phone call, like, that was a good hint. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once and bring me that cloth. The verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed? I suppose so. Woo! That was close, but we made it. At least for now. This court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime after all. He's still hungry? Oh, thank God. Okay. I am definitely going to save, and we need to wrap up stream. Because I basically went over by a whole hour. So we are gonna try to wrap things up for this story by tomorrow. Hopefully I can actually have proper brain cells, you know? So thank you guys all so very much for watching today's stream. I know that we're slowing down a little bit towards the end, but that happens when you're just a sleepy boy, you know? So next time we stream some more, we'll be trying to take care of things. And we'll probably finish up the game. So this stream will go pretty long tomorrow to make sure that we finish episode 5 in time. So thank you guys all so much again, and I'll be sure to see you guys all in the next one. Have a good night, everybody.